Welcome to Battle Silicon. I'm Diana Ding, and Battle Silicon is an international platform for the entrepreneurs and bring their dream to global. Before we start, we're going to introduce our judges. Let's watch the video.
Diana Ding, founder and CEO of Silicon Valley Innovation Channel, Ding Ding TV. Santa Clara County Asian American Hero Award winner. Felix Lam, Managing Director of Red Chapel Advisors, Executive Board Member of Thai Hong Kong. Kenneth Wu, F50 Venture Partner, Advisor of Plug and Play Tech Center. Sandy Chow, founder of multiple organizations, including Akon Campus Capitals, Trident USA, and AAMA. President of Suma Ventures. Dave Mosby, Executive Director of Karachu Forum Academy, Consulting Enterprise Architect. Leslie Yuan, founder of Globalization Training Office, multiple decades of cross-border go-to-market experience. Dr. Wei Chen Lee, Counselor Faculty, San Jose State University, former Chair, Multicultural Concerns Commission, National Academic Advising Association.
Hello everyone, this is Tim from Snap Fever. Snap Fever is a tool to help the brands and merchants and event organizers to create powerful photo campaign on social media. And we help them to transform users' photo into advertisement or even a photo coupon. Since we target a corporate client not only in Hong Kong but also in foreign countries, I'm so happy to be part of the Battle Silicon because I can learn a lot from the foreign investor. How could we hit the foreign market and how could we scale our business globally? Thank you very much.
So now we are going to start with the first team, and the first team is Snap Viva. Let's welcome Mr. Tim Chen. So you got 3 minutes to tell us about your business plan.
Okay, thank you. Okay, everyone, this is Tim from Snap Fever. Snap Fever is a tool to help brands, merchants, and also event organizers to organize powerful photo campaign on social media. It's also a mobile app to help the users to transform their photos into advertisement or even a photo coupon. Let's take a case let me explain to you in a case. For example, if a user was in a restaurant, then they can use Snap Fever to take a snapshot with the restaurant photo frame, and they share it with the restaurant promotion message, which is prepared in advance to their own Facebook wall through our apps. Then they can get a discount or a gift from the restaurant instantly. But now, the user not only doing advertisement for the restaurant on Facebook, his photo is also instantly being transformed into a photo coupon for their fans. So their fans can actually grab his photo to use it as the coupon to redeem a gift or discount from the restaurant. And these Facebook fans will actually become the restaurant new customer. So this is the flow. So you may ask one question. Some brands or merchants, they are also organizing photo campaign on Facebook or Instagram themselves. Why do we need the tools? We have several different points. First of all, for a traditional photo campaign, it requires users to take a snapshot, write some caption or hashtag, share it out, and then you can get something. But for Snap Fever, we simplified it. The user, they doesn't need to type anything. They don't need to type a hashtag or caption. We prepared it for them. They just need to click and share. So second, you may compare it with the check-in campaign on Facebook. The step is very simple, but the problem is the post itself only shows the check-in page, the name of the check-in page, without any further information to your Facebook fans. So you can only load the name, but you don't know anything about it. But for Snap Fever, since the sharing message can be tailor-made, and we have the photo frame, so two things combined together can actually deliver sufficient brand information to the user's Facebook fans to achieve the brand exposure, achieve an advertisement result. And what's more important, Snap Fever not only integrate the brand information into the photo, but also it is a call for action because we can make the message something like, okay, fans, you can click the link, get my photo to get a free coffee at Cyberport Starbucks. So for my Cyberport fans, some of them, I guess some of them, they will try to use my photo to get a free coffee because they know me, they trust their fans, and it's a fan's recommendation to them. So, and the final point is, for traditional photo campaign, okay, the brands and merchant may get a new Facebook fans on their page, but right now, actually, every post on the Facebook page can only reach 6 to 8% of their fans. But for us, we'll get the email address of the user for them. So the brands and merchant can actually do direct EDM promotion in the future to keep the customer relationship, to do further promotion.
I believe that judges have some questions to ask you. So Mr. David Mosby.
So tell me, Tim, what's the breakdown? What is it that people can't do today without your gizmo? What's the problem you're trying to solve?
I would say the problem we are trying to solve is make every photo of the user actually achieve an advertising effect or bring some new customer for the merchant and the brands. Because, for example, if you like a restaurant, usually you may take a photo at the food and then post it on Facebook. But usually you are lazy to type the name for the restaurant, so it doesn't carry any value for them. So we are trying to make the photos into a valuable advertisement for the merchant and for the user. While they do this snapshot and sharing, they can get some discount from the restaurant.
So thank you for the pitch here. So I have a question about quality control, and I look at it from two different ways. One is, how does, say, a restaurant or merchant manage and control the quality of whatever is being shared? And secondly, then, from the consumer point of view, you mentioned that once I share it, then the merchant has access to all the people I share with. Then how do you give the control back to the consumer so they're not really just advertising to their friends? Curious your thoughts on that.
Okay. Speaking of the first question, for the control, actually in the apps, we'll have the instruction message to the user telling them what kind of picture they should take in order to get the reward. But for sure, if some people, they really have an intention to take some bad photo, it's something that we couldn't control. But usually, some customer actually ask the question and our reply is, okay, even you don't use our app, if some of your customer take a bad photo and upload on their Facebook, actually it also hurts you. So the risk can be mitigated. But for us, at least, if we spot this photo for you, then we will delete it for the merchant, some intention bad photo. And for the second question, I think it's a privacy issue. So actually, we won't pass the email address to the merchant directly. We will only pass them like the user profile, the age, gender, or some kind of history, but not the contact.
Okay, John, what is your biggest challenge so far, and can you explain how you have solved it?
Okay. One of the biggest challenges is the BD, because, okay, at the beginning, I will try to do the BD myself, but actually it's quite tiring and the sales lead time is quite long. And so that's why right now I'm trying to talking with some other channel partner, including some good brand company or some company, they will source a lot of coupon from the restaurant and they provide API to other apps. So if we really collaborate with them successfully, so it can save a lot of our BD effort because we can simply get the API, get the coupon, or we provide the API for them and they use our service, we get their data, and it saves our BD effort. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. Leslie?
Hi, Tim. Just a quick one. You mentioned about the challenges of co-founders left for whatever reason.
Yeah.
A core team is very important
Yep.
in the entrepreneurship life cycle.
Yep.
How
what have you learned from that and moving forward, and how would it improve the team even better?
I met a guy, I feel, okay, I can talk with this guy quite well. Okay. Both people want to work something together, okay, and then finally we come together, form a company and start it. But actually we didn't really try to work for a while first and form it together. And so for the second team I formed, I actually, before we sign any agreement or shareholding stuff, actually we try to work together together for a while first, and also we together organize a TEDx event together to try to get a feel of each other working style. So I would say for my current product, we already built the atmosphere or the partnership is pretty much stronger than before because, yeah, we learned from the failure lesson. Yeah.
How will investors benefit from what you're suggesting, and when?
The first thing, we still need to build a lot of showcase to show everyone by using our advertising model. The conversion rate is cool. Once we prove the conversion rate, actually we could partnership with a lot of agencies. And this is a tool, so it doesn't only focus on local market. We can also collaborate with some foreign agency, some foreign group buying company, and make it big. So I think for investor, you may not need to wait for the IPO because actually this is a tool which we can actually will work with a lot of big agency company or group buying company. They are the potential buyers.
Well, thank you, Tim. I really like the way you answer the questions. Very calm, but with passion. So let's see the first round vote from our judge to see your business plan. Okay, let's count down. 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Wow. Great, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
You got 3 people supporting you.
Yeah.
Very good. Now we're coming to the EQ session, and we want to get to know more about who you are, your personality. So let's give to Dr. Wei Chen Li. And you want to choose a number from 1 to 5. Which number question you want to choose?
Maybe number 2.
Number 2. Okay, let's see number 2 question.
Okay, let's look at the question. Okay.
Yes.
This is a question that probably gets on nerves. Okay, so think about this as hypothetical, but a good practice. A customer says to you, your product is terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, in front of you, so you have 4 choices. You can say you misunderstand. You can say that's because you did not listen to me, or you can say I must have not communicated clearly, or none of the above.
Would
Yes.
be D.
D. Why?
Okay, tell me why.
Yeah, because he only tell me my product is useless, but I don't know the reason. So I will ask my customer why. Why do you think it is useless? Because there will be 2 scenarios. 1, this customer may not be my target audience itself. 2, maybe he don't know something, but I need to find out the reason so that I can address his concern.
You probably meet a very, nasty customer say, I don't want to tell you why. I just tell you it's useless.
Okay, but you need to tell me so I can help you. Yeah.
Okay, so I actually saw some of the judges were like slightly nodding. You like the answer?
Yes.
Okay, so usually this is great because most people went to the defense mode, like, no, you did not understand me. So the standard answer I would hope people to say is, tell me more. Like, oh my God, this is opportunity. So I wonder what the judges think about if somebody asks you this question.
Mr. Sandy Charles nodding his head. So what do you think? Yeah.
No, I think it's wonderful because the reason why is just I was a lot of times it's a lot of people in this business is really want to convince people rather than listen to the customer. I think listen to the customer is more important than anything. It's a lot of times a lot of companies I've seen is when they lose touch with the customer, I think the quality and the product actually go downhill.
I have rarely seen so many judges nodding in synchronizing.
Dennis, would you like to add a little bit comment?
Sure, absolutely. I think, you absolutely need to listen to the customer. I think in fact, you learn more from customers who don't like your product as opposed to The only thing you can learn from a customer that likes your product is that they like your product. The one that doesn't like your product, it's the one that you can learn more in terms of what is it that you need to do, or do you need to pivot, or what are the things you need to do to solve that, address that customer, or maybe, as you mentioned, maybe it is a segment that you haven't thought about that may not fit, right? All those things becomes really important and kind of really help you refine your business.
Yes, Dave.
So I really like that question from Dr. Lee and I like your response, because when you respond that way to a difficult customer, you're likely to respond the same way to a difficult employee or advisor, or worse yet, a board member or an investor, right?
So Dave,
So that's a really healthy way to engage and be engaged in learning, and that's how you'll grow your business. So whatever your stuff might be moving forward, the likelihood that I could trust you to overcome those hurdles is higher. Thanks.
Very good,
That was really encouraging.
So one thing psychologically is that people tend to remember things that have not been finished. So you say, tell me more, and listen, and you left. And compare with other people trying to convince the person, you made a better impression. Yeah.
That's
So
very
thank you for your
Thank you.
answer.
Yes, besides the business plan, it's more important to get to know the person, who he is, and his personality, his value system. So let's see, just vote for your EQ session. Yes, let's count down. 3, 2, 1. Yes, everybody likes you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Which is very. I'm going to give you this 5 judges. You choose one and see the number and ask the question through one judge and see the number. 3. So that's Mr. Sandy Chow.
Since, Snap Fever is a tool, and actually our ultimate goal is to make it a tool for global market. So I really want to know more about your view, how we can hit the foreign market.
I think in order to get into the global market, idea like this, because the way I understand it, the entry barrier is not very high. So if then in order to get into the global market is the speed to market. So it requires significant resources and significant team and collaboration with a lot of experienced people and things like that. And then that would take quite a bit of attempt. And another thing I think is the differentiation that the technology behind it is something like could be imitated, and then that would be very, very difficult to defend against big resource people who want to do the same thing.
Thank you very much.
Tim, just let you know that after the show, if they vote yes to you, you get opportunity to choose one of them to become your advisor. And we in TV would like to arrange the private meeting, one-on-one session for you.
It occurs to me that you said something in passing about selling this to other people who are in the loyalty space. So you said something about an API.
And one thing I think I'd like to point out as well is to understand and differentiate your service against many other photo sharing apps and all that. So for the fact that they've been doing a lot of the work that you've been doing and trying to work out an entry point, something that they don't do because you're a tool, they can work with these partners. So I think a partnership platform or a network is probably what you need to really go to that global space.
So you need to think about how you really become very visible and go viral very, very soon. You really don't have a lot of option to try a few things and then see how it goes, right? Because if it works, then you'll be copied very, very quickly. So you gotta have a strategy in terms of how you get it started and then how you get going really, really fast. And I think the channel strategy is a brilliant way to do it, and just keep going. I say.
Echo all the comments. But one thing you mentioned about the challenge yourself faced when doing BD, which is a very tough
a skill, but you can learn from it. But you may want to think about getting some core team members or even your co-founders who, if you don't have that skill, get somebody who has a skill to help you, or maybe hire somebody who has a skill to help you, so to build up your team to move fast.
Yep.
Great. Okay, let's see the judge's final vote for your overall performance today. So let's count down. 3, 2, 1. Wow. See? Congratulations.
Okay, thank you.
So happy.
Thank you.
Okay, one more question for you. This is the Battle Silicon. Actually, in Chinese, it's 西游记. You know the 西游记 story, Monkey King story, and it's actually the entrepreneur team, a startup team. So, if regarding yourself to one of the characters there, who would you think you are and why?
I'm like a middle of Sun Wukong and Tang Shan.
So you are middle. They're between Sun Wukong and Tang Sen. Why?
Because sometimes I can be quite like passionate or uncontrollable and do something just like the monkey. But sometimes I really don't mind my teammate is stronger than me or better than me in other areas because I need their help.
Yes.
Yeah, and Tang Shan is actually the weakest link in the team, but I don't really care about it as long as my teammate work with me together and better they are stronger than me in some area. Yeah.
But do you have 紧箍咒?
什么？
紧箍咒 to control the Monkey King.
Okay. I think I can control myself quite well.
Okay, very good. Now you get the opportunity to choose one of the judges to be your advisor. And who would you like to choose?
Okay. It's a happy prank. Okay. I think I heard about plug and play from Cyberport so many times, so I would like to have Candice be my advisor. Yeah.
Okay, good. And go to shake his hand. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. Later on, he's going to shake everybody's hands.
Yeah.
Good. You still got a few minutes. And do you have any other questions you want to ask? And you can interact with our judge, and they give you final, some more suggestions on how to grow your business.
Okay. Actually, my first question may not be actually a question, but although I choose Candice as my advisor, but actually I want to invite all of you be my advisor, or at least I will give an email update to all of you, so I can get some feedback from you on that strategy.
Okay,
actually.
very good.
I think it's just the ability to handle changes, because forever the market and the need, the landscape keep changing because of new technology and new offering. So as a team, if you insist on your original idea and do not fine tune it, and then the road could be windy, and then if you drive straight, you may not get to your destiny. So therefore, it's so important. And another thing is you have to really look into your own skill set. Are you the right person? You might be the right person when you start, but if the road is different, then you probably have to constantly looking for the right partner and the right resources that you need. It's a constant adjustment, a constant growing and constant learning, and then the eagerness to learn. So I would say sometimes you have to like the Monkey King, sometimes you have to be the very stable Tang Zhen. I think that is that combination and the balance is necessary. And another thing is this: you really need a startup really should have a good partner, is because a lot of times if you're alone, it could be so lonely.
Yeah.
So I always say,
Yeah. Agree.
It's a lonely, actually you choose a lonely journey. Actually, we all do, yeah. That's why we're having this. We have friends and we have advisors and mentors to help you and to grow together. And I really like what you did today, and you're so calm and so passionate. I see the high quality of entrepreneur. And like Mr. Sandy Chow said, I always remember his words. He said, when you are ready in your heart, and we are ready to help you. See, remember this.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you and congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Kasia. Thank you.
Yes, I'm always impressed by the quality of Hong Kong, of Cyberport, the arrangement, the detail, and also the quality of the startups. And we're really impressed by their passion, their dream, their quality, their talent. I think that Hong Kong is really probably the best place for the startups.